Thursday. Wait, it is Thursday, yes. Happy Thursday. How you doing? Hey, Terry, what's up, girl? How you doing? Yes, it's been a long week. I'll be glad when, tomorrow gets here. Hey, Robert. How you doing? How y'all feeling? How's everybody doing? Hope you're feeling fine. How's everybody doing? Hope you're feeling fine. Are you ready to sing? Are you ready to sing? Are you ready to sing? Oh, happy solstice. The sun is coming, the light is coming. I'm super excited. I always look forward to, knowing that. Oh no, I hope you don't have it. Oh, are you ready to sing with me? Are you ready to sing? I promised that I never would leave you. It's funny how the seasons change. The more that I try to forget you, it's funny how things stay the same. Without a rhyme or reason, when I look into your eyes, I know that I found forever. No hiding, no disguises. Reunion of souls, of mind, of space, of time, every place. I look and I see your face everywhere, constant, reminded of everything I want to be, who I am and how with you I can be free. I know I just saw her. Hey, Susanna. I can be free. It's amazing what the soul can remember, no matter what the day or time and the appointed hour. All I know is your soul and mine are so joyful together. It's as if we found the perfect way being together. So tell me, how can we stay apart? Can we stay apart? In a place before now, a time before here, we were called to this place, and I'm glad to be standing here. What's up, Maisha? How you doing, girl? Sometimes the truth is painful, but a leap of faith is all it takes. Close your eyes and don't get discouraged. Spread your wings and just let the winds of change blow free. Just believe they won't you if you dare to close your eyes and soar free. So free, 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 free. My soul is free, free. My soul is free, free, free. My soul is free. My heart's free. My mind's free. I'm free. What's up, Scotty? You free? How you feeling? I like the new picture. It's good. Ooh. All right, well, so I know this is not a Christmas song, but it's definitely a solstice song. Here comes the sun. It's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Here comes the sun. It seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. And I say it's alright. Hey Trace. Little darling, the smiles fade, returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright. Peace and love to you, girl. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 ooh. Here it comes. Here comes the sun. 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 Anybody else excited about the sun coming? I'm super excited. Hey Kim, how you doing? Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbells, sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses and blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel. Oh, Scotty, that's hilarious. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Did I see Michelle Peters? Is she here yet? Yes, no, maybe. Anyway, yeah, so I've been meaning to do this one for a long time too. And yeah, and I mean, it's kind of a Christmas song. It's not really. Yeah, okay, yeah. She was creative, right? Okay. What's up, Tony West? How you doing, baby? What you up to? Look for the silver lining whenever clouds appear in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining, so the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining and try to find the sunny side of life. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining and try to find the sunny side of life. Please don't be offended if I preach to you tonight. Just look for the silver lining. Tears are out of place in eyes that are meant to smile. Just look for the silver lining. There's a way to make your very biggest trouble small. Just look for the silver lining. Look for the lining. Look for the lining. Here's the happy secret of it all. Just look for the silver lining. Just look for the silver lining. Thanks, Erica. Look for the silver lining. Look for the lining. Just look for the lining. Oops. Sorry. All right. How you doing, Erica? It's been a minute. You good? You and Papa Don over there? Having fun? People ask me if I'm ready for Christmas. I'm like, yeah. So, listen, I don't do a lot. For me, the time it's really about spending time with the kids and not getting them a whole bunch of useless, meaningless gifts, right? So, not quite sure what we're gonna do this year. I think it's gonna be like a zoo safari type deal because everybody seems to like that and it always seems to go over really well. So it's probably what it's gonna be. Yeah. What about y'all? What are you doing? Ugh, getting over being sick. Yeah, it's funny. I was out on the road and one of my friends that I was around got really, really sick and I was like, oh dear God, please don't give me the cooties, right? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. All right, well. I don't know. I think I'm the lucky one. you know. It's kind of cool to have them around. They are so fun. Oh, respiratory. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny. Like, I'm on airplanes and around people. Hey, Jenny, how you doing, girl? I was thinking about you today. I was like, I hope she's doing well. You just popped into my mind. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna send her a message. I'm trying to get better about that, y'all. Like, you know, I think about you all the time, and then, you know, weeks go by and I'm like, oh my God, I wonder how that person is doing. So yeah, you know what? I love you too. It's always good to, listen, you know what it is? It's good to know that y'all are in the world. That's really what it is. Like, the world is such a better, listen, Jenny, that is nothing but a word. Okay. I am in DC pretty frequently. You just let me know when you want me to come, and I'm there. Whatever you need me to do, I will come. And you know, I know Daryl and his wife are there too. So yes, I have lots of friends in DC. I don't know where in Maryland you are, but it doesn't really matter. So, you know, yes. Oh, you know what, Scotty? I love that. I love that last time, seriously, I don't know when that's going to be, but you let me know and I'll make it happen. Seriously. Scotty, I love that you're like cooking for your people. That's so great. You know, I think that's really what Christmas is about, right? Just, it's weird. Like, I never really understood the gifts, and I don't know. I don't really get it. But for me, it was always about being home with my family, especially when I got older. July 14th. Okay, bet. I'm gonna put that down right now. That is going down, and July 14th. Okay. And we'll just figure it out. Chris, it is. You know what? It is hope. And see, you know what? I didn't know until the last couple years how difficult Christmas is for people. Because for me, it was always coming home and my family was here. And then, you know, all of a sudden being home, and, you know, my brother passed away 3 years ago. And that first Christmas without anybody in the house, because there were only 4 of us. It was just me, my mom and dad, and my brother. And so I was the only one here, but there were kids here, you know, and so I had to, right, exactly. Like, I had to have Christmas for them. It was same with my mom. My mother passed on December 18th, and it's been 8 years, which is insane. But I remember thinking, okay, I just want to go lay down somewhere, like in a corner preferably, and, you know. But the children, I'm like, but they need something. They need some sort of hope and Christmas, and, you know, the house needs to smell good and all of that. And like the first 2 years, I didn't even get a tree, right? And my neighbor came over, God bless her. She was like, so, you planning on getting a tree this year? And I was like, hey, Tara. And then I was like, okay. And then I didn't really get one for like a couple of days. And then the next thing I knew, she was on my porch with a Christmas tree. And she was like, okay, you have to set up a Christmas tree for the children. And I was like, but do I? She was like, yeah, you do. So I set it up, you know, and I got my mother's beautiful, she has these, so I don't know if you can't really see those lights, but up close, they're called rock candy lights, and they look like rock candy with light going through it, and they're lovely. Hi, Kevin Levi, how you doing? So, you know, I set it up, and then I got some decorations the next year, and, you know, went out a little bit more, but it's always about the dinner time and doing something together. A couple years ago, we went to the zoo, the desert zoo, and they had giraffes. So the big deal was feeding the giraffes. And, you know, it's always, and then, Michelle and her husband sent us to the LA Zoo. It's been 2 years ago, I think. And it's beautiful. It's got these lights and everything's lit up, and it's just gorgeous, right? And sometimes you just need to go and look at beautiful things. But I have a lot of friends who are celebrating the first holiday season without their family. And like I have 3 friends who lost their husband and then lost their spouse, their husbands. Raymond Angry. You always make me smile. And I was listening to the new record. I love it. It's so great. It's so you. It's so beautiful. Congratulations to you. But yeah, I just, I think, I don't know, for those of us who don't have our families or who are celebrating different families, without our parents and our siblings and all that, I think it makes it really, it's definitely a challenge, right? Because I miss them so much, and I'm just trying to navigate and figure out, how it goes. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, so I don't know what's going on over here. Anyway, Raymond, I know you are, because we are in the same boat. Seriously, like yeah, So, yes, Raymond, I know we're celebrating her tomorrow. Yeah, I live in the house that I grew up in, and it's like all of these wonderful memories of holidays gone by, and it's so nice when the kids are here and we're having holidays and, just doing stuff. It's nice. Listen, it's also nice when it's quiet here and I'm by myself, which is rare. So I'm just trying to find the joy in it all and enjoy the time when I am by myself to get some writing in and some practicing and that sort of thing. Oh, thanks, Jenny. So are you. And so is Maddie. Man, I was so inspired by Maddie. Seriously, and my mom was too. She called me. She was like, "You've got to see this little boy. He's on Oprah." And I was like, "Really?" And I watched it and I was like, who is this little beautiful human being? I love it. So anyway, just my thoughts. Listen, not having to put on pants is a privilege. Seriously. Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear ringing through the sky, shepherd boy? Do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace sworn mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Oh, said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light. welcome. You're welcome. It's nice to be able to do something, something small but meaningful. Oh, thanks, Raymond. Okay, Raymond, I'm so proud of you. Raymond and I went to Howard together, and he is this amazing, incredible human being who happens to be an amazing, incredible musician that I love and, admire. And I'm so, so proud of you and so happy to be able to call you friend. Hi, Mario. Welcome. All right. I don't know where Miss Eleanor is. I was going to do Mary Did You Know for her. I'm going to do it anyway because I know she'll go back and watch it, so it's totally fine. Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, fun for all the children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and golden rhymes of love and dreams to share. Okay, I'm gonna do that one next for sure. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. I mean, it's not really Christmas unless Charlie Brown is there, right? Snow, sleigh bells in the air, carols everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Oh, Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the years. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the years. Okay, so Jenny, I love this one too, and I was so late to this one. In fact, Miss Eleanor I had gone there and I was playing for service at church, and I had no idea what I was going to do, and it was around this time of year. And she said, "Why don't you do Mary Don't You Know?" And I was like, I don't know that one. She was like, no, you have to know it. And so I learned it that night because it was just so stunning, and I played it on my bass, which I need to get back to my bass playing because it's been a minute, but it's such a beautiful song. You know what? It moved me too. It would make me cry. Just the. Even now, sometimes I hear it or sing it, and I can barely get through it because it's just so stunning. Me too, for sure. Mary, did you know your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know your baby boy has come to make you new? did you know your baby boy would give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know your baby boy would calm the sea with his hand? Did you know your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Mary, did you know? Oh, did you know? Mary, did you know? Did you know your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I am. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? It's so, you're so welcome. I love that one. Okay, yes. So, this next one I also love, and it's, so, growing up, I loved great songwriters. Stevie Wonder, Sting, Backrack, and, Hal David. Okay, because Hal David never gets the due that he deserves, but he did all of those lyrics to those crazy, obscure lyrics that Backrack was writing. Listen, that stuff is hard to sing, much less put a lyric on that is meaningful and makes sense and all of that. So anyway, but I also love Dan Fogelberg. He has a couple of songs that really, really move me, and this particular one is, I think everybody can sort of, every time I do it, I think we all just sort of wax nostalgic about, the one that got away, or maybe how different life could have been, right? So. Met my old lover in the grocery store. The snow was falling Christmas Eve. Stole behind him in the frozen fields, and I touched him on the sleeve. He didn't recognize my face at first, but then his eyes flew open wide. He went to hug me and I spilled my purse, and we laughed until we cried. Ain't your time? He went to hug. He took my groceries to the checkout stand. The food was totaled up and bagged. We stood there lost in our embarrassment, close to innocence, drank the toast and now to reach beyond the emptiness, but neither one knew how. He said he'd married him an architect who kept him warm and safe and dry. He would have liked to say he loved her, but he didn't have to lie. He said the years had been a friend to me, and that my eyes were still as true. But in his eyes I wasn't sure if I saw doubt or gratitude. He said he saw me up on Spotify, and that I must be doing well. I said the audience was heavenly, but the traveling was hell. We drank a toast to innocence, we drank a toast to now, try to reach beyond the emptiness, but neither one knew how. We drank a toast to innocence, we drank a toast to time, reliving our eloquence, another old anxiety. The beer was empty and our tongues were tied and running out of things to say. He gave a kiss to me as he got out, and I watched him drive away. Just for a moment I was back in school. I felt that old familiar pain, and as I turned to make my way back home, the snow turned into rain. Okay, y'all, so you can be jealous now. Guess what? Philip, what's up? Oh my goodness. How are you, darling? I hope you are well. I love that. You know, it's funny. I keep up with everybody on Facebook, which is fantastic. And darling, you look amazing and you look happy, which, you know, that's the thing. That is the thing. Okay, so Nieta, you're going to be jealous. I got to see Terry and Mom Judy and Wayne last week in Palm Springs. Wayne had me sit in on a gig with him, and it was, oh my God, so much fun. Yes, I love that. I love that. That makes me so happy, Philippe. Okay, are you still in the same building? It's crazy. I know you are always driving home, Nieta, during my show. So, but not today, not today, not today. That makes me so happy. You know what? I get so excited seeing my peeps because everybody lives so far away. So far away. Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? Right? Right. Okay. I did this one last night, but I love it. This one makes me happy. And people are like, I hate that song. I hate it. I hate it. Well, I don't hate it. It makes me happy. It's hot in Brazil. It's actually really nice here in California. Like, it was in the 70s today, and it's delightful. It's been raining, and, you know, it's doing weird stuff, but it's doing weird stuff, everybody. You got to pray for those people in Iceland. Good grief. I know. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah. You hate this one, Scotty? Don't hate it. 38? Ugh. Yikes. You miss San Bernardino. No. You know what? I bet you miss Rosa Maria's. I should, you know, literally, Rosa Maria's is 2 minutes away from my house. I should go there in your honor weekly. The kids don't even know about that. And I'm like, I should probably turn them on to that, right? The mood is right. Spirits up. We're here tonight. And that's enough. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The party's on. Hey, Terrence. The feeling's here. That only comes this time of year. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The choir of children sing their song. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. The choir of children sing their song. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The word is out. Yes, it matters to lift a glass and don't look down. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The choir of children sing their songs. Happy holidays to you, Allison. The party's on. The spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Mr. Thornton, welcome. And thank you. Will there be a show tomorrow? Yes. Okay, so tomorrow we are celebrating Simone's birthday, Terry, which is why I'm not coming to Palm Springs tomorrow. What's up, Michael Lanning? How are you? Your show last night was, okay, you know, Michael Lanning, you're always fabulous. How you doing? Right? How are you doing this season? You hanging in there? You making it happen? Yeah. Okay, I like this one too. So I used to sing with, you know, as I look back on my life, like, there's some really interesting things, like, that don't really go together, but are so much fun. I sang with this classical, he was called America's Tenor, Michael Lamonte. And I toured with him, and he was amazing. And he would do classical stuff, but he would also do some really interesting, songs. And this is one of the ones that we did for Christmas. The Christmas gigs were always the best. Hi, Kevin Moore. I gotta find the right key. Oh my goodness. Angels from the realms of glory, wing your flight o'er all the earth. You who sang creation's story, now proclaim Messiah's birth. name is Charlie. His name is Charlie. Sages, leave your contemplations, brighter visions beam afar. Seek the great desire of nations, they have seen his natal star. Come and worship, worship Christ the newborn King. Come and worship, worship Christ the newborn King. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, Christ the Lord. Oh. And so it's so funny because the leader of the band and arranger was Jewish, and so he would. Oh, I love that. You know what? God does love us. That is the truth. You know what? We get. I believe that we get what we need when we need it. Seriously, like sometimes. And I just today was one of those experiences for me today. Like, it just feels like you're in the exact right place in the right time. And he just shows up and says, here you go. Anyway, so Michael Amante's director, he was Jewish, and Michael was a Christian singer. It was so interesting. And so it was Herb Bernstein. He would do these incredibly beautiful arrangements, and it was the best. It was the best thing ever. Yeah, it was amazing. But seriously, I mean, you know, I think we spend, this is about me. I spend so much time, and I'm really trying to get better about this, worrying about the minutia and whether things are going to happen and how they're going to happen, instead of worrying about or just being ready, right? Because if you're ready and you stay ready, then you show up and you're ready to do whatever it is you want. Hey, Clark, how you doing, beautiful? It's good to see you. The key is just to stay ready and not worry about that other stuff, because, you know, the other stuff takes care of itself, right? You don't need to put any energy into worrying about what's going to happen or when it's going to happen, because it's going to happen and it's going to be right, because it's always the right thing. Right? You're always right where you're supposed to be, even though sometimes it is a difficult concept. I mean, because the humanity of us says, no, you have to worry about stuff. And, you know, we're taught to worry. I mean, you turn on the news, it's just a ball of worry, right? It's a ball of worry. It's like the what ifs, what could happen? How could it? Listen, Michael Lanning, with all the beauty and joy that you bring into this world, you shouldn't worry about anything. And it is a long story, and I'm sure, but listen, it all works out in the end. And if it has not worked out, then it's not the end, right? I mean, sometimes our faith is tested, and sometimes, I mean, listen, you know, I was talking earlier about my friends. I have 3 friends who lost their husband and their mother within, you know, like a 3 or 4 month period. And I mean, even just dealing, you know, like losing my mom and then my brother. I mean, my dad, you know, was in 2009, so it's been a minute, but still, you know, just the loss thing, it's like sometimes you can just feel so lost and so alone, right? But when you think about the things that you are learning and gathering for the next thing, like I'm learning that when you lose something, sometimes the the things that you've learned in acquiring that thing are skills to go to the next level. And it's not really a loss, it's just a level up, even though at the time it feels like a loss. And loss always feels a little bit scary, right? Because you don't know what's about to happen. And that can be worrisome. I mean, listen, yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of things lately. You know, we've had insurance on this house since 1973 and it got canceled. Right. Yeah, so that has been a rather stressful thing. And I was like, you know what, it's going to work out. And then this woman called and was like, hey, so, yeah. So it all sort of, you know, yeah, you know what, it is like a level up of defensive stats. Sometimes I think so too. Yes. Hi, I love that you're, oh, hey, Nora. How you doing? It's good to see you. I love that you're watching. Yeah, I mean, listen. We just never know, right? But in this life, I mean, and I know, sometimes I feel like, oh yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I felt this was gonna happen. Like I was telling y'all about how for years I had this unfounded fear of being abandoned, right? It was crazy. And I told my mom and she was like, well, you know, we never left you by yourself. We were always there. We were always, and they were so, you know, just taking care of me all the time. And I had this fear, and I had this fear, and I would go out on a date, and the guy would go to the bathroom, and I'd be like, oh, he's not coming back. Like, I would have a panic attack, right? And then everybody left. Everybody died, and I was like, holy shit, that's why I was nervous about this, because they were gonna roll out, and then they did, right? Listen, Michael Lanning, you and I speak the same language straight up, right? And it all made sense. I was like, holy crap. And then, you know, these other little people came into my life and there they were, you know, and I wasn't afraid of that anymore. Right. And sometimes that's just how it works out. Like I used to be afraid of, I can't believe I'm talking about this. You're absolutely right. I used to be afraid of going off a bridge. I would have these horrible dreams about, you know, going off a bridge into some water. And, oh, I love that, Jenny. I love that. And then one winter day, I got on the George Washington Bridge. I was on my way to get on the bridge, and I heard this voice say, hey, don't get on the bridge. And I was like, shit. And I couldn't get over. I was trying to get over and get off the bridge. And then I was on the bridge, and I was like in the middle lane. And I was driving, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And about, I don't know, like three quarters of the way, I hit a patch of ice and I spun across the other lanes of traffic. I was in the middle, so I spun all the way across, and my glasses flew off, and I could see the traffic just open so that I could pass safely through, and my car slammed up against the guardrail, into the guardrail. So I was facing out like this way, and the traffic was coming this way. My car was like this, and all the cars were lined up just waiting for me. And these two guys stopped their car. They both got out, and they came over, and they were like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And I drove my car off. You know, the back end was a bit smashed up, but I drove off. And then, of course, I had to pull over because I was all shaky. And my mother was yelling at me like, you shouldn't have been on the bridge. You shouldn't be out driving when it's cold. I'm like, okay, lady, I got stuff to do. Like, really? But, like, it just totally sort of, you know, yeah, it was scary. I was never afraid of going off a bridge anymore, though. No, I'm serious, y'all. It was like a thing. I had gone to the movies with my boyfriend, and we saw this movie, and it was I don't even remember the name of the movie, but it was Sylvester Stallone. I think it was Sylvester Stallone, and he had become deaf in one ear because he had gone into some water, and he was banging his head on the window in the car. Man, listen, I walked out of that movie theater. My boyfriend was like, what? I was out in the lobby. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I can't go back in there. Like, I am totally, I'll sit out in the lobby until you finish. I was never afraid of that again. So it's like, you know, sometimes you just, and Michael Lanning, what you said, that part, like that too, just so many times, like so many deja vus. You know, I could tell you stories. I've seen the world. I could tell you stories that would fascinate you, right? All of that. Anyway, so, okay. I don't understand how this hour goes so quickly when all of the rest of the hours in the day are long. But I know this isn't a Christmas song, but you know what? The world is in such a state right now, right? What I do believe is that what we give as individuals counts. It all counts. It all matters, right? You matter, as Maddie would say, as Jenny would say. I know, can you believe it, right? But I'm praying for the people in Iceland. That's right. For the Ukraine war, for the Gaza Strip. Right? The 17,000 people that have died in this particular conflict, and all of the others, and of course for the hostages. I mean, you know, it's just crippling on both sides. It's, you know, so many things, so many politicians, right? Sometimes all you can do is pray and just stand in gratitude and be grateful for what you're getting, and think about what you need to give and putting that light back into the world, because that's how we found each other. That's how we all wound up here, right? Some of you I have never laid eyes on, and yet you're here almost every night, right? Lean into love, big into love. Love will continue if you just remember to fight for the things that bring joy and contentment. Kill the resentment, lay down your gun, surrender, and arm yourselves for the fight of your lives. And lean in. July 14th. If not before, Jenny. Seriously. Lean in. I'm sure Maddie is orchestrating that. Here's to the mad ones, the dreamers, the bad ones, sometimes sad ones. We get up every day anyway. Here's to the lovers, the sisters and brothers, who fight to the right, be the light in the darkness. Angels among us get wrong but still love us. Lean into love, big into love. Love will continue if we just remember to fight for the things that bring joy and contentment. Kill the resentment, lay down your gun, surrender, arm yourselves for the fight of your lives. Lean in. Yes, Scotty. Yes, we are walking each other home. I talk about that all the time. I love you too, Neil. You know that, girl. Here's to the warriors, the wanderers, the philosophers, those that pray in deep silence for peace and abundance, the people that live in the dark. Here's to the screamers, the quiet dreamers, the ones who will fight for the truth, the ones who remember and cherish their youth, the ones who had a bad day but open the door anyway and smile as they do. This one's for you, the madmen and dreamers too. Lean into love, big into love. Love will continue if you just remember to fight for the things that bring joy. Hey, Marshall, and contentment. Kill the resentment, lay down your gun, surrender, arm yourselves for the fight of your lives. I hear that, Michael, and I know that about you. Every day we fight to keep from going under. save our souls. Turn your eyes into the mad ones and the dreamers. Let the magic unfold. Lean in, y'all. Lean in. Give into the feelings that once sent you reeling in search of another. Instead of within, lean into love. Begin to love. Arm yourselves for the fight of your lives. Lean in. I hope you feel better than when you came here. I hope you feel lighter. I hope you feel like you can let your light shine. Let your freak flag fly. Whatever you gotta do, right? Live it. Live that life. Yes, I love it. I love that. My job here is done. I'll see you tomorrow for more. It's Simone's birthday, so we're gonna celebrate it. Yes, yes. Good. Tomorrow we're celebrating Simone's birthday. I am pretty sure that I will be here Monday night. Maybe we will do Love Actually. We'll do it sometime next week. Yeah, I love you too. Arm yourselves for the fight of your lives. And lean in. Alright, if you are so moved, hit up my tip jar. I love y'all. I will see you tomorrow. You know what, Tony West, I always feel better knowing that you're here. What's up, Rachel? What's up, kids? Malachi, Zane, Brooklyn, AJ. I love y'all. Millie's like, ma'am, it's time to go outside. We are 3 minutes over. Millie? What's up, girl? You ready to go outside? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I love y'all. So, Raymond will post the tip jar. It just gives all of my, my information. I'll make sure I post it. Thank y'all. I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging with me.